Let's get started. Let's have a small intro class for understanding about what is Snowflake, why we need to go for it, what exactly Snowflake is. Let's get started from the roots, step by step, slowly. This is Sai Fanindra from SQL School, assuring you complete practice orientation. Yes, let's get started from the scratch. From very next class, we have to start our practice. Very next class, we need to start our practice. So here it is. Please kindly mute from your end. Please mute from your end, please. We'll go for questions, doubts, clarifications after some time. Here are 3 different levels of learning. Snowflake Training Plan A, Core Snowflake, Box 2, our actual course. However, if anyone is new to SQL, new to database, in such a case, get started from box 1, then go to box 2. Box 1, the initial base, and Snowflake is the actual topping on top of it. From our learning and practice and actual real world implementation perspective. And further, you may add Power BI to your skill set. Reporting, analytic activities. So backend Snowflake, front-end Power BI, common ground SQL. I repeat, backend Snowflake, actual data storage, front-end Power BI. The common ground for both of them, the common gel binding both of them, SQL. Let's understand what is Snowflake and why it is slowly becoming increasingly famous, increasingly acceptable across various companies, various countries. Why? Let's get started slowly, step by step. Let's understand what is Snowflake. From scratch we'll do. What is Snowflake? We start from the very basics of warehouse. The data warehousing basics we'll start with. We'll slowly continue for something called as architecture, warehouse architectures, and few important concepts. Initial 1.5 week, say 1 week to 1.5 week. Then next 2 weeks are very important. Some kind of data modeling, ETL, and security management and development activities, like all in one, all possible operations, next level. Then we'll understand something called DAG, cron, and few other important concepts required for our day-to-day implementation of our projects, like incremental loads, tuning operations, integrations, etc. with a project work. Real-time project included, prerequisites, material and all I'll take care, including the certification guidance. Same content, same curriculum, either live or on demand, it's the same content, same curriculum. What we learn? Yes, before that, why we need to learn? Let's get started. Let's understand slowly what is Snowflake. Before that, come on friends, please get your mics on. Let's understand slowly. Come on, what are the different types of databases we have? Yes, we are aware of all the basics, right? You are aware of the basics, the basic activity, this one. We are aware of the basics. As far as our basics are concerned, what are the types of database we have? Basic types of database. Come on, do you remember?
OLAP.
Yeah, exactly.
OLAP.
Yes, correct. OLTP.
OLAP.
Yeah, correct. Here it is. Firstly, let's understand. Yes, let's cross from the scratch carefully. Let's understand types of databases first. Let's understand types of databases, and from there we'll continue understanding what is Snowflake. On my screen now, just to save some time. What is database? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data in organized, secured, properly readable format. In general, a generic purpose of a database. Types of databases: OLTP, live, real time. So here are the concepts now. For example, an SQL server database or Azure SQL database, a Oracle database, etc. That is OLTP, live. Other one, warehouse. Yes, here it is. Snowflake is a warehouse database. Other data warehouses, we have something called SQL pool. Microsoft. Apache Spark pool. Microsoft. Sometimes in job descriptions, we come across these kind of technical terms, okay? Hence, I'm showing you here. What is that? Yes, something called Apache Spark pool, dedicated SQL pool from Microsoft. But problem, I don't want to say problem, but a small challenge over there in few cases, not all, but few cases, we have a small challenge with Microsoft warehousing platform. Costly. Yes, it is bit costly compared to a Snowflake way of doing things. Microsoft is bit costly, but don't come to any conclusions. Okay, let me complete my entire statement. Very important here. I repeat again. Let me just show you technically on the screen. You are seeing something on the notepad. Let me just give some small practical touch to it. This is the one I'm talking about, SQL pool. Something else called Apache Spark pool. Okay, let me show you now. Apache Spark pool, dedicated SQL pool. These are all warehousing technologies within Microsoft. And they are a bit costly. We pay per hour. Pools are costly. We pay per hour. And here we go. Alternative, something called Snowflake. We have something called Amazon Redshift. Something called Amazon Redshift. And so on. Lot of data warehousing technologies. Now the question, why Snowflake? What's the main advantage out of it? And why in job descriptions we see the combo, we see thali, right? Isn't it? We always, you see, they're expecting a thali, a full meals, right? Multiple combinations, Snowflake plus something else plus Snowflake. No a la carte, completely thali now. Why? There is a reason for it. Let's understand technically. Come on, please. Are we following it slowly, everyone? Please, I'll wait. Please,
Yes,
everyone, please. Are we following it now? I'll wait.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
we are.
Perfect. Let's continue. Your response make me more happy into the subject. Let's continue. There are few OLAP operations, like for example, we have something called analysis services, something called regular analysis services, and Here it is. I will call it as MSBI. We call it MSBI SSAS, Azure SSAS, and SAP BW has its own analysis activities, and Oracle BI has its own activities, etc. Even Cognos BI also. Cognos BI also has OLAP components. IBM Cognos BI. HTAP. Once again, Snowflake. Something called Cosmos DB. HD Insight. Okay, like this. Some beautiful options. And something called Synapse Analytics. This is from Microsoft. Synapse Analytics from Microsoft. There is open source Synapse as well. We call it as Microsoft Synapse Analytics. Live cricket match OLTP, historical data warehouse, and chances to win, chances to lose, expected run rate, required run rate, OLAP, mixing together in a single screen HTAP. I repeat, live temperatures, OLTP, and past temperature data warehouse, OLAP, weather forecast, HTAP, Google Map, something like that. Okay, what it is? Google Map, yes, live, historical, as well as analytical activities, all three put together. Live, historical, and analytical, everything put together. Now let's slowly move on to Snowflake. Very important. Don't think Snowflake is a competitor for others. Remember, they're all good friends, just like our politicians. Really, we need it. We need their friendship. For example, you came across some item called Azure. You have Snowflake over there. One of our class examples. What is this? Why like this? Simple. Let me tell you, friends. Bakery is different. Cake is different. Let me complete this. Bakery is different. Cake is different. Of course, cake is a product from the bakery. But bakery is different. Cake is different. And the selling shop is different. Same concept here. Very important. Observe carefully now. Number 3, what is ETL? This is the actual bakery I'm talking about. Cake is Snowflake. Selling point is cloud. The shop is cloud. What is ETL? This is important now. Extract, transform, load. Simple. Today's live data will be an history tomorrow. Tomorrow or later, right? Simple concept. We said today live data will be history very soon. Or sometimes you need to store, sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times we may need to extract data from various unstructured data, like for example live temperature. It is live but unstructured data, or semi-structured data, like for example an Excel file, say for example a financial Excel file, or for example some COVID cases report in CSV format, something like this. One of our examples in our Snowflake classes, we'll take some financial data and we'll take some COVID cases data, COVID reports, some financial data activity, something like this. You would like to gather content from various sources, something like this, and get the data sit inside your warehouse. We may need to clean the data, right? Clean, slice, dice, and also grade data. And we may need to incrementally load the data into data warehouse. Remember, it's all about data warehouse. It's all about data warehouse we are talking about. Into the DWH, this one, data warehouse. Yes, for all above operations, we need ETL. And the very much happening, trending ETL tools right now in the market. Azure Data Factory, called ADF, and Databricks. In Databricks, again, you have Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud. All are available open source. Databricks is actually open source, but again, Azure is cheaper compared to others. And Metallion, also, it is also doing good in the market right now. And we have few other ETL components, simple drag and drop items, like for example talent, AWS glue. Okay, just by heart these new terms for us. Okay, and something called as informatica, etc. Even Oracle, ODI we call Oracle Data Integrator, etc. These are all the ETL tools. The valet parking service, the parking lot is warehouse. Okay, the parking lot is warehouse, the valet parking service is the ETL. Both are required actually.
Alteryx is also ETL.
Yes, Alteryx is also an ETL. Yes. Stitch and Alteryx, both are good friends actually. Stitch and Alteryx, yes. And even Pentaho, good list actually. Apache, Airflow, right? Apache, Kafka, so on. They're all ETL components. Now, for profile planning, okay, let's go straight into our concepts now. Here it is. What we need with Snowflake. Let's go straight. Here it is. Snowflake is a easy, automated, fully automated, trust me, and cheaper data warehouse solution. It is a data warehouse, means storage. Okay, it's all about storage. Two things: where to store. First question, where to store. Number two, who is going to store. Where to store, that's the first question. Okay, and who is going to store, who is going to park the data. Come on friends, very important items. Simple and straight. Where to store, let's put this way. You have a flight, say assume your company that you are working for own a flight, or say our boss, we are all working for a company and our boss, you are the boss, you own a flight. It should be parked somewhere, right? The parking area is required and we call it airport. Yes, here it is. There are different owners, different flight providers but limited number of airports. A flight need an airport to park their flight and for maintenance activities as well. Same story works with Snowflake as well. Observe carefully. Snowflake is a warehouse. It is a storage. Okay, very important. Snowflake is an open source. It's an open source data warehouse platform. It's a platform. Does not have any storage by itself. It's not Emirates to have its own airport separately. Okay, you take British Airways to Air India, to Indigo, to Air Asia, or whatever. They don't have their own airports, right? But they use the airports which are owned by government or some other subsidiary to park their flights and for the day-to-day activities. Same thing here, same concept. Snowflake uses, need to use, has to use other cloud providers to park its data. Remember, to park its data. This is the actual concept. Who are the providers then? Let me show you practically now. We are going to take our Snowflake account tomorrow. A free account, okay? No credit card, nothing required. Minor add-ons, minor modifications we need to do, minor cautions we need to bear in mind, and we get a nice free account fully loaded. By default, limited account, limited functionality. Minor add-ons, happily we can get a fully loaded Snowflake account. I'll guide you tomorrow anyway. What is that I'm talking about? Snowflake requires some other cloud provider. This is the cloud provider we have to choose. We have to choose any one. Flight needs an airport not only for landing and takeoff, even for refueling and maintenance activities to run their business. Snowflake is an open source warehousing platform. It needs to host its data in, park its data in Azure, AWS, or Google Cloud. One of these parking areas will be taken for rent by Snowflake. Are we getting the concept, please, everyone? Please, I'll wait. Are we getting it, please?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yes, here it is. Okay. Either Azure, our course is into Azure 90%. I wanted to make sure what we learn in our classes. Okay. We are going to use Azure cloud provider 90% of the classes. You may ask me, is there any difference? Yes, airport to airport, there are differences. Parking area to parking area, there are some differences. Not too much, not too many, but yes, there are some differences with respect to performance, with respect to pricing. Azure is 50 to 60% less cost, cheaper compared to other big providers. Remember.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so remember 60%. Microsoft says some other number I don't want to tell now, but you may see much higher number when I'm talking about average. Okay, average. And the numbers I'm taking are from Gartner. Okay, Gartner, Gartner. Whenever you have time, you may refer to Gartner website. I'm not, advertising them. No. I don't have any relation. Okay. My source of information is from here, wherein they give nice reports for every technology, right from C language to Chat GPT, everything. Gartner Inc., a famous research firm for technology research. Actually, they have sandbox reports right from C language to Chat GPT, everything. Now, Azure is cheaper, okay? And that's main area we are going to focus in our classes. Remember again, once you know how to drive a flight, how to pilot a flight, we can land up in any airport, right? With minor add-ons, minor cautions. The same thing works here. I know how to drive a bike or a car. I can travel and I can drive in any city, any road, any village or a town. And for us, for me, Azure is Atlanta, Georgia. AWS is Texas. And Google Cloud is New York City for me. Attendees from US. Azure is comparatively more approachable for me, cheaper compared to others. For me, I'll continue. Next, why we are taking this one specifically? Yes, in our classes, in our Snowflake classes, we need to understand that chemistry between Snowflake and Azure. I said they are good friends, right? We need to take an example. We need to understand how Azure and Snowflake gel together. There comes SQL. Starting of the class today, I was mentioning the base is SQL. We'll take nice examples, simplified examples to start with, and slowly go for detailed examples on something called SnowPipe. Once again, Azure to Snowflake, they're good friends. Remember that. So don't think them separately. You have to think them unique. Okay. Next, where we are now, back, and we need to learn about something called Power BI, Snowflake backend, Power BI front end. So in our classes, we'll slowly understand from tomorrow how to get the Snowflake account. Come on, friends. History and all, I'll provide you one document, okay? You read the history carefully. Hope you'll do it for me, right? We are going to focus mainly on the technical points here, straight. History and all, hope you'll read it for me, right? Everyone, please. Yes or no?
Yes.
I don't think I need to come with a PPT with about all the history, right? Let's go technical. Because see, whatever you can, I request you to do. Please help me. We can have more examples here. Let's learn something different. Basic history, small paragraph, I'll mail you. Just read it for me, enough. And what we are going to learn from tomorrow, account creation, understanding the interface slowly, step by step. And we are going to start with user interface first. In user interface, you'll understand slowly the architecture. I told about something called warehouse. Warehouse has its own architecture. Warehouse has its own resources. We need to learn and slowly understand the storage, the Azure storage. Get into databases, tables, same thing, just like regular SQL only. Databases, tables, and something called time travel, timestamps, schemas, etc. Once we learn first 6 chapters with all the basics, then comes data loads. I said ETL, right? Valet parking. Valet parking starts from chapter number 6. And during valet parking, we'll talk about data cleansing, data validations, data distributions, something called constraints. Few data types we need to work with, cloning, procedures, views, etc. Because sometimes we need to play a engineering role. Sometimes we need to play a developer role. Sometimes mix. Let's have everything in our classes carefully. So we have few developer examples to get some idea. Good amount of engineering examples to get more scope into the proximity of Snowflake uses. And admin activities, security. Again, engineering. Admin and engineering go together. Security, transactions, something called streams, tasks, variables, and SnowSQL concepts. 1 to 13 chapters user interface, and there are multiple limitations with user interface. Slowly step into SnowSQL. We'll understand how to install the clients, how to step into the activities slowly, step by step, and limitations of user interface, working with slowly SnowSQL connections, variables, partitions, and the real use of SnowSQL stages, internal stages, and external stages from Azure. If you are from AWS or Google Cloud, additional information to be provided separately for connecting Snowflake to AWS, Amazon S3 buckets or Google Cloud buckets. We call them buckets. Here we call them containers. Remember, Amazon, Google Cloud, we have something called buckets. Here we call them containers. Please by heart this new terminology. First terminology today, warehouse. Second terminology, SnowSQL. Third terminology, bucket. Please by heart it carefully. We'll understand how to work with something called Power BI, something called incremental loads, data loads, unloads, etc. What is lacking in Snowflake is flexible ETL. For that reason, we need additional ETL. Remember, Snowflake is only a warehousing environment. It does ETL, but limited ETL. For more flexible ETL, we need something like data factory. The screen you see right now on the screen is ADF. ADF means Azure Data Factory with Snowflake, something like that. So ADF is a true wallet parking service. Same way Apache Airflow, Pantaho, or SAS, Kafka, or Google Cloud Data Flow. These are all famous, very, very famous ETL components. One of them, any of them you use for Snowflake. Remember, Snowflake is your car or just a parking lot, sorry, the parking area. Data is your car. Snowflake is a parking area. Wallet parking service is ETL. We are learning the parking area here. If you are looking for more into data factory, separate 1 month journey, separate one. Databricks, another 1 month journey. Metallion, we have separately in our website. 1 month journey separately. Other we don't have anyway, but we have these three. We are into our course Snowflake. This is our actual course. In Snowflake, let me tell you once again, friends, we have basic ETL. Whatever ETL is there in Snowflake, we are going to learn in our classes. More ETL, Azure Data Engineering, these two. So where to store? Back again. Where to store? Azure or AWS or Google Cloud. Salesforce Cloud, try to get into, but I'm not sure what happened. Again, that option is removed very recently. I repeat, Snowflake, while registering to Snowflake, few months back we have seen Salesforce also here, but we don't know what happened. But in the sign up now, only 3 are remaining, and these 3 are the big brothers in cloud environment, cloud era. Next, who is going to store? Who is going to perform the activities? SnowSQL and other ETL environments. I don't want to say tools, it's actually other ETL platforms, we must say. Yes, other ETL platforms we can do using SnowSQL and other ETL platforms. SnowSQL is a part of our course. I'll wait for some time. Our next step, number 5, how to get started with Snowflake. Before that, hope you got some idea, please. What is Snowflake? What is warehouse? What is ETL? And the relation. Got some idea, please, everyone? I'll wait, please.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So why Snowflake when you have BigQuery for like GCP or like for Azure or we have something like some warehouse? Then why
Sorry,
Snowflake?
sorry. Repeat your question again, dear. I missed it. Tell me.
So why we use Snowflake warehouse when we have already like a warehouse
Mm-hmm.
available with those cloud, right?
Got it, dear. This one.
So like GCP might have
Easy,
BigQuery or
fully.
Amazon might have S3 bucket, something
Let me
like
tell
that.
you this way, Amit Mishra. Let me tell you. Easy, fully automated, cheaper warehouse, dear. These are the three major activities, major advantages. See, one thing. Let me tell you this way, friends. Let me tell you this way. Amit, please check your mic, dear. Please check your mic, please. To store a warehouse, to store some data, okay? We can make use of SQL pool. What is SQL pool? It's a warehouse. If you go to your regular SQL database or regular SQL server, okay, regular SQL server, that SQL pool is actually a warehouse. Let me show you this one. SQL pool is there. It's a DW. DW means warehouse. But let me tell you, it's costly. Data warehouse of SQL pool is bit costly. Not too much, but bit costly. We need to pay per hour. Pay per hour. Pay per hour. This one. Costly. SQL pool. Same way Amazon Redshift, costly. Whereas Snowflake is cheaper. Though it internally uses again back to the pavilion Azure, it is cheaper. It's something like this. I would like to host some party at my home. I work about 18 to 19 hours a day, really. I swear, I work 18 to 19 hours. I'll bet my system. And at least, say, 5 minutes walk or break every 2 hours. And sometimes I keep traveling for my corporate trainings. And there is some function at my home very recently to celebrate my son's birthday party. I have two kids. We always celebrate, every year to make them happy. So what I do, I simply give the complete event management to a third party. Small event only, but still third party. So it will save a lot of time for me. Time is more valuable than money. Same thing here. Same thing here. Snowflake, instead of you taking care of your SQL pool, instead of you taking care of scale up, scale down, instead of you taking care of management, instead of you taking care of monitoring and alerting and notifications, you are simply giving the warehouse to third party. What they do? They again look for the venue to host the party, right? But they will take care. They will take care. For me, that third party is cheaper, keeping in mind my time investment and my direct contact with few people, waiting time, traveling time, and a lot of other stuff. Got some idea now, Amit? Got some idea now?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. So basically, we use the cloud platform from infra side, but still use the warehouses, Snowflake, right?
Exactly, dear. That's it. Just a layer, okay? Snowflake is like a layer. That's it. Yes.
So storage comes from the warehouse or from the cloud side?
Storage comes from the cloud to the
Cloud side.
warehouse to you and me.
Okay.
Okay. Here it is. Let me
Okay.
show you this way. Let me show you. We are going to understand that by tomorrow, second half of tomorrow's class. Once we or max by day after tomorrow, get it anyway. The architecture part, this one here on my screen. Just wait. Okay, I had a small image. I think I'll take it this. Just wait. I had a small image. 1 minute. I'll quickly take that image and show you. Yes, here it is. I'll show you. Yes, this one. Generally, to configure a warehouse, we require something called clusters. Snowflake will take care of cluster management, storage management, application management, everything. Snowflake will take care. But internally, the actual storage will be in either Azure or AWS or Google Cloud only? Snowflake will take care of all the processing activities for us. So either you host your son's birthday party or me giving the party organizations to a third party. Either way, venue is required, right? Our venue is the actual community hall nearby our home, something like that. Either you or me, we have to go there. Got some idea now, Amit? Hope it is clear. Simple.
Yes, makes sense. It's kind of virtual warehouse on the
Exactly. Virtual warehouse. Yes, correct. Yes. Next question.
So when
Yeah, tell me.
when in that image,
Yeah.
if you can share that image.
Yeah. Tell me.
And so Snowflake will charge us for the database storage also, or we have to pay Azure separately and Snowflake separately?
No, sister. Let me tell this way. I have given my birthday party, my son's birthday party management to a third party completely. I'm not involved in any kind of bargaining, any kind of involvement. I say this is my request. Say about 50 to 60, kids are going to attend the party. 20 to 30 elders are going to attend the party, maximum 100. This is my thing, and this should be the locality. Anywhere it's okay. Minimum 20 to 30 car parking should be there. That is my specification. I will not pay anything to the actual person, either caterer or even the venue provider. I only deal with my middleman. Snowflake is the middleman. Got it, sister? Are you clear now? Snowflake only.
Yes.
No one else.
Yes.
Okay. I mean to say, friends, to get a Snowflake account, Azure account is not required. AWS account is not required. Google Cloud Platform is not required. We don't create those accounts. Not at all. Snowflake is our mediator. Are we getting it, please? I'll wait. Everyone.
Yes, got it.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Actually, have a question.
Tell me, dear. Tell me. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, the data sources, for example, or Excel or SQL Server, we're gonna use ETL. Snowflake is we use as a data warehouse.
Snowflake data warehouse. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, after that, there is no storage for Snowflake. We use AWS or Azure DevOps.
Correct. Yes.
So what's the process of Snowflake on if it's not on storage on data warehouse?
Got it, dear. Let me put this way. We are going to learn the same thing from tomorrow. Ideally, friends, I understood your point. Let me come this way. In olden days, we create a warehouse physically. In olden days, we create a warehouse physically. Now we have something called virtual warehouse. This one, dear, on the screen. So using Snowflake, we create virtual warehouse. Virtual, okay? Virtual, imagination, that's it. Truly speaking, it's only virtual warehouse is like processing. Olden days, few years back before Snowflake, we used to call it a cluster, Hadoop cluster. Then came Spark cluster. From there, a collection of Spark clusters is nothing but a virtual warehouse. Let me tell you, not physical. No. Physically, we are going to create databases. That's why in our classes, we'll understand this way. We'll create something called a warehouse first, okay? We'll create something called warehouse. No data will be stored. Warehouse is only a compute. Warehouse will be a compute, like a cluster. No data is stored in the warehouse. Remember, warehouse is not like our regular traditional warehouse here. It's a cluster. Compute, we call it. A cloud computing component. Then where to store? Yes, we are going to create databases using the warehouse. Let me put this way. We are going to create databases. Those databases are going to use the first warehouse today, second warehouse tomorrow. My database is same. It may connect to warehouse today, one, warehouse 2 tomorrow. Compute, it's a compute. Warehouse is not physical, database is physical. Are you getting it, dear? LMO. Yes.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Fine. We'll get it. Friends, others who are very, very new. No problem, friends. We'll take it from scratch. Okay. We'll take it from scratch. But there are few important things we need to amend ourselves, you know. Unlike traditional thinking, the things are a bit different here. Not only Snowflake, cloud itself is bit more interesting. Usually in olden days, we used to create warehouse warehouse name, inside warehouse create table, dimension table, create table, fact table, like that. You take MSBI, SAP BI, Oracle BI, IBM Cognos, everywhere, anywhere, warehouse should be created like this. Warehouse, then dimension tables, fact tables, like that. Now the movie changed. Really, it got changed completely. Warehouse is like a compute. Warehouse does not store any data by itself. Warehouse is a cloud computing Spark cluster component. Remember, we are going to create databases. From tomorrow, we are going to do the same thing. That's why we call it virtual warehouse. Databases are physical, warehouse is virtual. Databases are physical, stored in the Azure, virtual warehouse in Snowflake. Cloud computing in Snowflake. That is the actual concept. Management, Snowflake will take care. Access control, Snowflake will take care. I don't need to touch my hands or make my hands wet with Azure or other underlying cloud. Not required. My friend is Snowflake. I don't know how Snowflake is internally dealing with Azure for the licensing and pricing. I don't know. I don't need to bother about it. I only deal with Snowflake. That's it. That is a concept here. Any questions, please? I'll wait.
Who chooses that, what do we use for storage, the Azure or Google Cloud? Who chooses?
You have to choose it by end of the course. I'll make you choose it. Really? Okay, we'll do. See, as a Snowflake engineer, our duty to convince the client to use appropriate storage part. Actually, generally, client will say, I want something cheaper. You say directly, oh, okay, then Azure, and you show them the semantics from Snowflake website itself. Give them the complete pricing chart, how Azure can save money for your client. I'll provide the required information. But still, if there is a debate, from the client, say, no, I am already using AWS. Why don't I use AWS? You continue to use AWS. Then the debate starts. We need to convince them, look, you continue with your AWS Redshift or AWS database, RDS database, relational database. Still, you can happily use Snowflake. You forget about the backend part, we'll take care. That's it.
Okay.
You got my point now?
So,
Yes.
so,
Yes.
sorry,
Tell me.
good morning.
Very good morning, dear.
Mohammed.
Tell me. Yeah.
So this course covers developer, architect, and admin part of Snowflake, or which is mainly targeting for this?
My main target is Snowflake engineering. We have development, few activities, and architect, few activities, more into ETL, incremental loads and data warehousing. More. If in case you're looking for architect here, you need to have Python also. Python mandatory if you are going for architect level, and JavaScript mandatory if you are going for developer. Actually, we are more into ETL.
Basically, I'm looking for admin part actually.
Yes.
So that's what.
Then admin part, yes, you can definitely take it here. Yes, we have a good amount of admin activities. Yes, you can take it from our class.
So after this course, I can project myself into Snowflake admin part?
Yes, you can do it, dear. Number 1, security. Number 2, streaming. Number 3, audits. Number 4, tuning activities, partitions and all. Number 5, stages and stage management. Admin.
So what I mean to say,
yes.
I'm working as a SQL Server admin already.
Okay.
I'm in US and I see a lot of openings for Snowflake admin. I know that the developers more opportunities, but admins also there. And what needs to be cope up along with Snowflake to shift my career into that?
1 minute here. Let me ask you, like, how many years of experience right now you have as an admin? Let me know.
I have a 14 plus years of experience.
14 plus. Okay, okay. 14 plus. And out of 14, how many years into SQL database admin and Azure admin? How many years?
Totally, I'm an on-premise SQL database admin.
Oh,
Azure very little, much
oh.
like here and there.
Dear, I request you to upgrade yourself to Azure SQL DBA and DP 300 certification. Okay, just my suggestion. Just my suggestion. If possible, try it. Yeah, and then yes, you can definitely start with the ETL admin as well. You can do. Okay, in ETL admin, I'll just put this way. I'll just try this one in case. Of course, you may have your own plans, but in case if you want to hear my points on the screen here, if in case anyone from admin activities, if it is developers, let me just put this way. For development, let me tell you, for development with respect to Snowflake, okay, JavaScript required. Practically speaking, we need it. JavaScript required. Python also required. Let me tell you, let me show you practically why we need it actually. Okay, let me show you with an example why we need it straight. So here in Snowflake, we have something called stored procedures. Yes, we take good amount of stored procedure examples in our classes. We'll do it anyway. No doubt about it. We require stored procedures even for regular ETL activities also. While working with stored procedures, there is something called language. JavaScript, Python, those two languages are mainly from development perspective. Mainly from development perspective, we require those two languages. Remember that. Whereas SQL and Scala are mainly from admin and engineering related activities. It looks like the language SQL. For admin and ETL, so the flavors are a bit different. So open source, right? So open source flavors are a bit different. So for development, script, JavaScript and Python, and for ETL, your regular SQL is enough. And attend is going for admin activities. For working admins, if any, number one, get certified in your core area. Get certified in your core area, whatever it is, Oracle admin or SQL admin or whatever. In core area first. First means like in order. Get into ETL admin. Again in ETL admin we have Snowflake admin, Snowflake. The ETL engineering and admin actually they go together. Whenever you see job market trends, admin, it means engineers, please. Why? And data engineer will take care of security, admin has to take care of security. Data engineer has to take care of optimizations, and engineering has to take care of optimizations. User control, user access, role management, certificates, keys, everything. Yes, ETL admin, ETL engineer are correlated to each other. Just like data analyst and business analyst. There is thin line of separation. Snowflake and Azure or AWS. Snowflake plus Azure or AWS for working admins. And even for working ETL also, you may plan something like this. You may plan something like this. In case.
So you suggested for DP, which one? DP 500?
DP 300, no. DP 500 is Power BI again. Power BI plus ETL, that's different.
So DP 300 for Azure, you meant.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, see, DP 500 is Power BI and data engineering, ETL admin. That is Azure data engineering.
Yeah.
This one, T-SQL, Azure Synapse, and Power BI. That is different here. I'm talking about DP 300. Okay, this one, DP 300. Try this one, it works.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So
And
this course
apart from
covers. For
that,
Snowflake, we have a separate
like,
certification. I'll take care of it anyway. I'll provide the complete guidance for Snowflake. Yes.
so along with this course, will we get any material from your side?
Yeah. Whatever material I'm showing you, dear, there's a complete, information I'll be providing on a day-to-day basis. We do. Yeah, in fact, in advance, before the class every day, you'll be receiving the complete notes, chapter-wise. You'll be receiving, and
Yeah,
additional certification guidance I have to provide you. One PDF material I have to provide you extra.
if we get this material, at least it's kind of reference because we are attending online, right? So that we
Now
can.
you do it this way. At least is there, right? Remove that at least. Okay. Got my point. Remove that at least. It has to be complete. It will be there with you. Getting it, friends, everyone,
No
please.
problem.
I'll take care of the things, friends. I'll take care of the things. Let's go in detail slowly, step by step. Let's learn slowly.
So for Snowflake professionals also, that Snowproof certification is mandatory, right? Anything developer or ETL or whatever.
Everyone, Snow Pro is mandatory and part of our course, complete guidance. Part of our course, we have it. Yes.
Sai, one question.
So
Yeah.
Sai, so I am also database admin. I am also working as database admin.
Okay.
But my area is data warehouse, NoSQL, and also a little bit of SQL Server. So, but I am not an ETL admin. So, if I want to start looking, for jobs, you suggest I do the ETL admin course, or just the Snowflake Snowpro certification is enough.
I got it, dear. I understood. Let me just put this way. My suggestion would be complete ETL admin. A better option, truly speaking. Okay. Complete ETL admin. Let me just tell you how it is. On my screen, we had one specific tailor-made course wherein we have Azure Data Engineer, all kind of admin activities. Snowflake, our current course right now, it involves few development but more into engineering. I was telling Snowflake Engineer, and add on with Power BI or Tableau, either of them. That comes a full stack for you. Got it? Just take a pick of this one if you wanted, just in case.
But there is no certification like Snowflake admin, nothing like that.
No, we cannot. The Snow Pro is there, right? Snow Pro is the one actually. Yeah, we cannot say. I was telling earlier, there is nothing called separately admin. It's administration plus ETL plus little bit of development. Everything put together. It's a small layer, I must say. Snowflake is a layer in front of Azure, in front of AWS, in front of Google Cloud. Snowflake is a small layer. Let me tell you. So it's like a jack of all trades. We should be aware of. So no separate certification we can expect exclusively for engineering or exclusively for ETL admin. We cannot really expect.
So, I know you suggested DP300, right? I am already certified in DP300.
Yes.
Do you suggest anything else?
You can do DP500 next.
DP500, okay.
That blue and orange are there, right, on the screen. Blue and orange.
Yeah.
Those two is equal to DP500. Please try it.
Okay.
This one, dear, on the screen. This one, DP500 is this one on my screen. These two is equal to DP500.
Okay.
Data platform 500. Okay. And this one you have Snow Pro anyway, right? This is Snow Pro. I'll guide you for the certification part of our course. Snow Pro, we call it.
Okay.
2 certifications.
Sir, I have a question. I'm a business data analyst and I know only SQL. I don't know Python, Spark, or any of those. So I can still learn this and I can.
Yes, you can learn it. Our course is apt, perfect, 1,000% perfect. Yes, it is apt. You can still learn it. You can do. Yeah. It's not involving any hardcore development. Yes.
Right. I will not go into development. I can just use it as a data analyst and just use the writing SQL queries and all, right?
Exactly. You're right. And yes, our course will be helping you a lot at every step, every class. Yes.
Sai, I have a couple of questions. I think the first thing you mentioned about languages. regarding the JavaScript or Python. So that is only be used in the procedure part. Because I have gone through some procedures. Only in procedures we are going to use language, or any other places?
No. Only in procedures. Only in procedures. Nowhere else. Yep. Because stages and streams and all, it will be regular SQL only. Only for stored procedures, you got these external libraries, JavaScript and Python or R and all. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And the other question is related to, if I remember correctly, in earlier days. So in data warehouse concept, we are using ETL, but nowadays most of the data warehouse we are moving towards ELT. So extract, load, transform, because when we're transferring the huge data set, so we do the transfer at the later stage.
Yes.
So how we are going to move into the new trend, because yeah.
I got it, dear. Yes. We have both in our classes. Okay, we have both. Yes. We have to do ELT and ETL. Both are there. Part of our course. I'll be explaining practically step by step. Both part of our course.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, so I did some research from my end for the Snowflake, and the Snowflake provides some certification related to engineer and for the data scientist, and there's other one for the developer. Right. So this course is suitable for which one? Is it for the data?
Yes.
SnowPro is related to engineer.
Yes, SnowPro. It's more into engineering and ETL administration. Both. Yeah. SnowPro.
Okay.
That is SnowPro core certification. Okay. We call it SnowPro core certification.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. So we'll stop for now. And oh my God, 10:11. We'll stop for now. Hope you got some basic idea about what is Snowflake. Yes, everyone, please. Warehouse, virtual warehouse. Okay. Hope you got it now, everyone, please. Virtual warehouse. Okay, very important. Yeah. We'll stop for now. From tomorrow. Hope the time is okay for everyone. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. from tomorrow. Is the time okay? Everyone, please, from tomorrow's class. 9
Can
to
you,
10.
possible, can you prepone into for half an hour?
Oh, sister, preponing is not possible for me because I have back to back classes during my evening time, morning and evening actually. Just wait. I'll just show you this one. Just wait. Yeah. So I have my specific schedules, packed schedules actually. So preponing is not possible. Even postponing also I have back to back schedules. If not 9 a.m., maybe have weekend batch 6:30 to 8 a.m. weekend we have. Two options for you. Okay, you can choose anyone. But I cannot disturb my existing schedule, so prepone not possible. Really sorry for it.
Actually, like if we are staying in Israel, so
I understand. Yeah, but I already have other schedules, so problem from my end. I understand, but no other option for me. But I'll try to conclude at least 10 minutes early, and we can extend the course by another 1 week. We can do that way, okay? Instead of 4 weeks, we can make it 5 weeks and make it 45 minutes a day. Yes, everyone, please. Is it okay for everyone? Let me know, please.
Yep, sounds good. So do we need to learn Azure before going to this class?
Sir, we'll start from the very basics. Prerequisites are only SQL. That's enough. We'll start from the scratch with what is Snowflake and all. Azure concepts will start from the very basics of Azure fundamentals during the course. During our Snowflake course, we'll take it. Like whatever is required for Snowflake, we'll take it here. 16th and remaining chapters will do. So Azure is not a prerequisite for Snowflake. Not at all required. Okay. SQL is required. Please revise SQL. Well,
Sai,
yeah.
Is that T-SQL is required? T-SQL is required somewhere?
Any SQL is okay, dear.
Only SQL.
Yeah, no problem. Fine. Any SQL. Not.
But when it comes to task and everything, is it not required?
We are using SnowSQL here. Separate SnowSQL is there. Separate brand altogether. It is far away from Transact SQL. Okay. Far away from Transact SQL. Separate brand altogether. Syntax is a bit different.
Okay.
Not bit more different, truly speaking. A lot of differences there. Basic SQL is enough. Any SQL is okay.
Okay.
How much approximate time is required for the assignments? Like maybe hour, 2 hour a day, or is it
I
more
must say
than that?
half an hour, madam. Half an hour should be fine. Every day we have assignments throughout the course. Every day, if you are doing on-time practice, 1 hour class, 45 minutes to 1 hour class, another 45 minutes to 1 hour practice, plus 15 minutes task item. So plan for about 2 hours a day, dedicated 2 hours per day, every day, including the class. Okay.
Okay.
And Sai, this is 4 weeks. Just for Snowflake is 4 weeks.
Yes, exactly. Snowflake is 4 weeks, but maybe it may even go up to 5 weeks depending on the doubts, clarifications, and other things. 4 to 5 weeks plan for it. Okay, about 4 to 5 weeks for Snowflake. Data
is there
7
any
weeks, separate one? Yes.
Okay, this is only okay. And then yeah, I see that this 1, 2, 3. I think there is like tracks you showed in other slide, right?
Yeah.
So we can sign up only for Snowflake.
You can do. Yes. You can do whatever you want. Like box by box, you can sign up only box by box. You can do. Yes, it works.
Okay.
You are talking about this one. I understand. 1 minute. Put this. Sorry for using so many screens today. I'll mail you all these notes. Just go through it carefully. Okay. You are talking about this box here. You can take only two first.
Plan.
You
Yes,
can take
correct.
only two first. Once you enjoy, then you come back for next plan if you wanted to. Next box, a la carte. Yes.
Okay.
Your resume is a thali. Our course is a la carte.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do it carefully, step by step. Next question, please. I'll wait.
PowerBI is an ETL tool?
No, reporting system. It's a reporting. Nice reporting. 7 tools. 7 different reporting tools are there. Sorry, 6 different reporting tools are there. 7th one is a gateway. 6 reporting tools together is equal to Power BI. It's entirely different. 6 reporting tools is equal to 1 Power BI. Just in case. Next question, please. I'll wait. These are the 6 tools I was talking about. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tools is equal to 1 Power BI. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Sir, I'm working as a data analyst, and I was thinking either to take Power BI or Snowflake. Is
Power
it
BI
better to take
data analyst? For data analyst, my first preference would be Power BI first. Later, if you want, yes, you can take on backend. Backend can be Snowflake. So on backend, Snowflake, front end, Power BI, preference, front end first. Data analyst, right? For data analytic profiles, front end first, Power BI first.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Fine, madam. Fine. Yep. Thank you so much. I'll mail you the complete notes today. And you have my WhatsApp number, the signature of the email. For doubts, clarifications, and meeting from tomorrow 9 a.m. sharp. I'll try to complete it within 45 to 50 minutes. As the attendees from US, I understand bit late night there. I'll try my best. Okay. We'll take it slowly, step by step. If required, the course has to be extended for 1 week. I don't mind doing that. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Thank you, everyone. Pleasure meeting you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, sister,
Sir,
please proceed. Tell me.
Sir, one more question.
Tell me.
I'm going to take Power BI, but the classes is starting in I think May 15th.
June 6th, June 19th, May 15th. Yes, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. India time. Our Snowflake is 9 a.m. Yes.
Right. So for Power BI, the first class starting is May 15th only.
Yes, exactly.
So I was thinking to take the video training right now, and then can I join to switch to the class training when it starts?
You can speak to our team regarding that. Usually it is either live or video, anyone. If you want both, it will be double registration again. So for discounts, you please talk to us team directly. Please talk to them.
I'll do that. Okay.
Please, on the
All
number,
right.
okay? On this number.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye. Leaving now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.
Nice season, Sai. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. My duty. Thank you so much. And meeting from tomorrow, straight to start from the scratch. Very, very basics will start. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.